Hey, folks. I think my computer just cut off there a little bit for my Daredevil versus Spider-Man review. Sorry, but I'm going to continue to go back where I was. Right, anyway, I don't know what the hell happened. But anyway, as I was saying, I'll make the part two of this. Yeah. Anywhere was I? It was where Peter Parker was at the hospital to see Mary Jane. I mean, to see Aunt May. It was Aunt May. I don't know how the hell that happened. Anyway, he goes to see Aunt May, and she's doing fine. On 100%, but it's really the chameleon. So the chameleon takes him out, knocks him out. And Matt Murdock gives did the Agent Choi USC Secretary order for Richard Fisk as Detective Lee follows her and finds it out. They kidnap Mary Jane and Peter, put them in a bigger chamber. Richard's gonna get rid of them. Yeah. Daredevil shows up. There's a bit of a fight. Daredevil fights Million. Pretends to be Daredevil. And Daredevil wins the fight. Yeah. Also, I forgot to mention though, Kingpin brings up his history too, that his father was a criminal too, robbed banks and stuff, and he wanted to help him. His father always taught him there's sacrifices that need to be made. So Willie, you see a kid Kingpin, and as he grows to be a teenager, he ends up getting arrested. He's like, "Sorry, son, but that's the way it is." Ends up in jail, gets angry about it, wants to survive on his own, becomes the criminal known as Kingpin after getting out of prison. Is able to change his name to Wilson Fisk. Yeah. And eventually finds his father. Realistically, I guess you say gets rid of his father, probably kills him. You just don't see it in this animated cartoon, though. But when Peter and Mary Jane, to the chamber, eventually, although the cops show up, Daredevil shows up. Like I said, fighting a little fight with the. Sorry, I go with everywhere in my reviews. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. It just turned off. Again, I apologize. Mary Jane does get tapped out door, but this is what I love about Mary Jane. You know, she's a spitfire. She can also handle. I like that this Mary Jane can handle herself. Unlike the Sam Raimi movies, Mary Jane doesn't have. She can handle herself here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, she's been a day, of course. Robin does have to save her too, but it's time where she can handle herself, which I like that about Mary Jane. Mr. Fisk gets arrested by Terry Lee. They get the evidence on him. Daredevil goes to fight. You know, have a bit of a fight with him. A fight with Fisk Kingpin. He's like, you had to be a daredevil to take on the Kingpin. And they stretch a little bit. Can't really punch Kingpin because again, like he's a 400 pound man, but he has all that muscle. Him and Daredevil fight. They say, can't let him get away. And he's in a helicopter, and Spider-Man web the helicopter, and he safely lands it. They web him down, Spider-Man does. But you find out it's actually the chameleon, and that he got away. But Daredevil knows that he'll get him next time, or have his vengeance for what he did to his father. Eventually put Fisk in prison one day. So Richard gets arrested, and Wilson Fisk apologizes to him, but he can't let him. But Parker's like, okay, it's all right, apology accepted. He can't let him know that he's a criminal, or he'll find out his identity. So in order to protect his identity, he has to play along. He's like, Kingpin, watch it. I'm watching you. And Fisk gets angry and blames Smythe on this. He's like, because your incompetence, my son is now in jail. And Spider-Man knows my identity now, because of you. And like I said, it was J. Joe Jameson who paid Matt Murdock for do the service. Spider-Man and Daredevil say, goodbye to each other. He's like, well, let you know, you have a foe here, a friend that will help you fight your fight against the Kingpin. Appreciate it, Daredevil's like, don't worry, Daredevil. Promise you I'm gonna get Kingpin, whatever means necessary. You know, they shake each other's hand. He's like, just let you know behind this mask is a friend of yours. You know, he might know, but he respects Spider-Man's secret identity. They'll keep on fighting Kingpin until the end. So yeah, and then that's the Man Without Fear episode. Hopefully the computer doesn't turn off again. That's happened like for the first 10 years. I haven't dealt with this in like 10 years. I haven't dealt with this. Anyway, the next episode is The Ultimate Slayer. It opens up with one night. Peter Parker arrives at the Daily Bugle. He gets to see a newspaper of Mary Jane Watson and Harry that they're going to be engaged. And of course, Peter is in love. Even though Harry's his friend, he is in love with Mary Jane too. He gets a phone call that's an emergency. Peter answers the phone, believes it was Aunt May, but it's actually Alex Smythe. He says he has evidence. Without Smythe knowing it, Kingpin is right behind him. And after he makes the phone call to go meet, he wants to contact Spider-Man. He wants Spider-Man to meet him on his rooftop. Kingpin finds out. He gets his man Landon, and they turn him to the Ultimate Spider Slayer. Yeah, this is what they do to Smite. Yeah, turn him into. I mean, so Spider-Man goes to confront him. He's like, Smite? He's like, obstruction, destroy Spider-Man. And Spider-Man nearly can't take him on because he's very strong, big. You know, he like Spider-Man does all the ceiling door, ground falls to these walls. I mean, this ground floor falls like I don't know how many times. But Madam Web shows up, tells him how to defeat him. You know, maybe through your heart. Madam Web trying to have him. And this Madam Web was more interesting though than Madam Web movie. You didn't need to make a Madam Web movie anyway. I'm sorry. I mean, I like Madam Web in this animated series, but you didn't need to make a movie about this character. Who cares about her backstory? I don't, but that's just me. Probably ends up returning to Kingpin, Crime Central. He orders by into the chamber and he's about to attack him. But he's kind of like a robot with his eyes, and he has to obey them. And you see that he has these memories of his father, and somebody he blames Norman Osborn, so his chest and get revenge on Norman Osborn, because he was working for Norman Osborn at the time. How he came to be in the, how Alistair became in Smite is that he believes that his father is dead. Sorry. Believes that his father is dead, and he blames Spider-Man on it, so Kingpin option work for him, so he creates these spiders later to destroy Spider-Man because of his genius, and basically just, well, you find out that Kingpin actually used. I'll spoiler right now is that his father is still alive. Kingpin's keeping him in a Chronicon chamber, or something like Chronic chamber, keeping him alive. You know, he's passed out in it, but it's keeping him alive. He's just using Spike to destroy Spider-Man. Because no one else want to have an engagement party. Peter talks to Mary Jane, and she's like, "Yes, I love him and I care for him." He says something, he's like, and then Peter said, "Well, do you love him?" And she's like, "Oh, Peter, I think somebody needs my help." Kind of voice where he's like, "No, I didn't think so." And she wants to marry him because she cares for him, but she doesn't. Somewhat Mary Jane does not. really love Harry, you know. But anyway, they're going to announce their engagement. Mike comes in to attack Peter, some changes in Spider-Man real quick. Tries to fight him, but it doesn't work. Instead, they all end up in this chamber that gets knockout gas. Mm. The Kingpin decided to help, use him as father, Alice's father as bait, or, you know, as leverage, by keeping him in the corner chamber because he came to Kingpin. Spencer's Mike, that's his name, Spencer's Mike. This a genius is a terrible thing to waste. But Spencer didn't want to work for him, so Kingpin from there they can get Alice to work for him instead. He just had to motivate him by lying to him. He told Norman this too. Spider-Man's a thing. These short like, check out the new voodoo ornament. They start shooting at Spider-Man. He goes up to Spider-Man, they fight. Spider-Man's like, he's like, your father's alive in this my thing. He goes, like, my father? He's like, yes. Kingpin's keeping him alive in a chronic germ chamber 5 floors down. He puts his button on the shoulder like this. He's like, oh. He's gonna attack Kingpin. He's like, he can't do anything to Kingpin. Landon says, and he looks at Landon. He grabs Landon, pushes him over. Nearly gets ready to knock out Kingpin. I like this episode though where Mary Jane's like though some people too trying to figure out how to get out of this situation, but Harry's freaked out, doesn't know what to do. Well, your father's not in charge. You need to learn the real world. You gotta learn how to do stuff, you know. But Mary Jane's able to knock at these guys, so he's like, "Thanks, Spider-Man." And Harry and his father say hey to each other, but they eventually get out of there, you know. Because I remember 5 floors down, and Smythe says, "Their father, we'll get out of here." Gets his father, and he escapes, and so does Kingpin and Landon. And Mary Jane wants to go swinging with Spider-Man. She tells him that she loves Harry, but kind of like a brother, you know. That's kind of that love, kind of love that she's in love with someone else, you know. He's like, who's there? He's like, oh, there's a cab down there. You can come out. I don't think she tried to avoid that conversation. She just saw a cab. She doesn't really know that Peter's Spider-Man, even though I do, part of me thinks that maybe if he would have removed the mask, we probably well from there. But I don't know if that would have been the right time anyway. He does in the anime series eventually take off his mask and reveal his real identity to her. But she, and hopefully you know that that lucky guy is Peter Parker that she's in love with. And Alice might promises revenge, after taking his father to safety. But it was a good episode in my opinion. Yeah. All right, last episode, well, for now, although it doesn't shut down again. Tombstone. This is the ninth episode of season 3. Tombstone gets hired, gets a down payment from a woman named Alice Silverman, her father. I forget Silverman who turned into a baby. I guess eventually died, and she has this criminal organization that the Bugle wants to write. William Robbie Robertson wants to write it, and so she hires Tombstone to stop it. She was like, "Well, I know this guy from the Beagle, so I'll help you out." Yeah. And he kind of uses this opportunity. Where Tombstone is what's named Lonnie. I mean, Tombstone is like a walking zombie. He's very strong, very how much has super strength. Nothing can really hurt him, but he can handle a fight. Peter, Joseph Robertson tells Peter about it. Excuse me. And he's like, I almost dated her. I was like, well, thank God it didn't work out because she's a criminal. Even when if she is convicted, they have a new gang called the Bandana Gang, which is the gang is actually led by Tombstone himself. Spider-Man can't do everything though, can't always save the day. If Bandana Gang breaks into a car lot, whatever, or a dealership, you're going to tell the security guard when Spider-Man arrives, grab it the one guy, and actually it's Randy Robertson, Robbie's son, who's actually voiced by uh, Alfonso Roberto. I think I forget his name. If you remember Carlton Banks, sorry, Carlton Banks from Spider-Man 2. I mean, from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, it's Carlton. The one that does the Tom Jones. I love Tom Jones. Carlton Dance, yeah, that's him. But, case office manager, my like, is everyone I know gonna run become a criminal? Later, Tombstone breaks into, Peter's house. He doesn't attack Aunt May, but he's looking for the pictures that he has on, you know, Ella Silverman. He finds him, and, he's never seen Spider-Man. Doesn't want to figure out, though. Just call the cops. But he goes to fight. He's like, I said, pull over, and he webs him down, and him and he like Tombstone fights him a little bit. Tombstone was able to throw him in the water. He's like, good way to go. Even though he got mad, he had a good reason to be mad because Tombstone attacked his aunt. Family you're attacking. Of course, anybody would be pissed off. Huh. But when he breaks into the room that Peter gets to work on, there's also an interest for Spider-Man 2. Thankfully, Tombstone didn't see it. Was too focused on trying to get that paper, that newspaper picture. So he get back in the hand. Randy brags to the band in the game. He's like, Spider-Man couldn't tap me, so he's just a freak. It's like, now you gotta join the party. You gotta do more crimes. You eventually go meet the big boss, who is Tombstone. Or Peter goes to the house, does that mean that'll be okay? He's like, at least you're okay, Aunt May. And she just tells her to lay down. She'll be okay. She tells Peter, you need to find another job. This is just too dangerous. And he finds out that the photos of Alice Silverman are missing, that he knows Robbie has the other one, that he's in danger. And he's like, well, should I tell him that he's in the Banana Gang? But Robbie eventually finds out when he comes home, talks to his wife, and his son tries to steal his revolver out of his desk. He's like, so you're part of that bandana gang. He's like, well, at least they care about me. And we don't. They're always there for me. You're never around for me. Then he gets a phone call. He's like, who is this? He's like, knows him. He's like, oh, I'll make a deal with you. He meets him in this place. He meets him at the Memorial Park. And he's like, kill the story, you know. And he refuses to do it. The Tombstone tries to attack him. But Spider-Man, jumps in and attacks and fights with him. He's gonna push Spider-Man. The building's about to tear down. Well, Robbie can almost get her. Spider-Man webs the rock and fly over there, kind of gets dragged over there thanks to the web. Tombstone runs out of there. Spider-Man, and Robbie talk and tells him, I knew him before he was Tombstone. His name was Lonnie. His real name is Lonnie. Tombstone's real name is Lonnie Lincoln. Then when they were kids, they knew each other since they were kids. They complained about ice cream. He calls him a straight and narrow because, he always does the right thing, I guess. And despite, Lonnie called him Tombstone, calls him the straight arrow. They, break into a store, a little convenience store to steal ice cream. Robbie gets away. but Lonnie gets captured, gets arrested, goes to juvenile court, grows up to become a criminal. Robbie grows up to, get a degree in, newspaper and editing, I guess you can call it. So that's when he gets starts working for the Daily Google when he's in his younger days. Thinks that he's got a good story. And I think Alfonso Charlton Banks again voices the younger Robbie, you know. But he comes to Lonnie's like this. He's like, well, hey, buddy, and this is a crime being committed here, and guess what? Your fingerprints all over it. You should have came better prepared. And he's basically his goal is to ruin his life like he ruined his. He blames him on that. He was gonna frame Robbie for it and ruin his life. He's like, I want you to see how life is on the other side. Tries to run away. But Lonnie, trips like over a bucket or whatever, a bucket of paint, and falls into this vat of chemicals, and that's how he becomes Tombstone. He assumed that he's dead, but now he's back. But it's Tombstone, so basically like a walking zombie. That's criminal. He takes Robbie home, tells him to talk to his family, and he tells him, "Get rid of the gun. I don't want to ever see it again in this house." And they see that Randy is, escapes out to Tombstone. They were still on hold it didn't turn off again. Then the beginning, game, taking front of all this place. He's like, and he's Tombstone's planning to set his son up. You know, Robbie, Spider-Man is kind of sneaking around and Tombstone's like, I'm going to record this on tape. He's got no fingerprint. He's got no gloves on. So he'll be committed of the crime. And he was like, at least I had the pleasure of knowing the Russian named Bill down in Flames. He's like, no one threatens my son does it to my family, and he attacks him. He's like, why do you expect to defeat me? Oh, I'm out straight to the police. He pushes the alarm. Uh, Spider-Man shows, uh, Randy that what they're planning. He's like, your dad's sticking it out for you. And when he pushes the siren, they say, the gang says, the bandana gang says, where's Robbie? Remember, said, forget Randy. Like that, they don't care about it. Like, see, seems like your family don't really care about you now, do they? And Tombstone, tries to keep on attacking Robbie. Spider-Man shows up to fight him. He knocks down Randy over out of the way. Spider-Man fights him. He's like, why'd you come down here and fight like a man? Why'd you come up here and fight like a spider? Spider-Man says, he's joking and making joke, which Spider-Man does. He almost throws Robbie in the back. So Spider-Man jumps in and saves him just in time. Mister nearly falls in there again. He almost, grabs the puck, kills Spider-Man. Spider-Man like, what with his feet? He's like, whoa, you go in there, your hair turned green. I wonder if that's a Batman reference to Joker. But anyway, Robbie and Randy, they make up. They apologize to each other, give each other a hug. And Spider-Man, guy helps from Madame Web. It's like things. I was like, I wonder if she just knows all that. And then it ends there. So yeah, good episode. All right. Now I'm gonna talk about the episode's called Kingpin. Aunt May is sick, and since Peter became Spider-Man, his Aunt May is getting sick. She's getting this medicine. So Peter decides, this is from the '60s cartoon, by the way. So he decides to get a job at the Daily Bugle, work for J. Jonah Jameson for the first time. He overhears a conversation between Jameson and news source saying that this doctor created a drug run by the Kingpin, who is like the big crime lord in the city. This is really bad medicine to take, and it's making Aunt May really sick. So Spider-Man, he says to stop Kingpin. Jameson plans to write something on it, so Kingpin and his men that kidnap Jameson. Spider-Man follows. He tries to, Kingpin gets mad about it, misinformation. Breaks his head. He's like, I need to calm down my temper. You know, they both get mad. You know, the Kingpin that it's put out business so Spider-Man gets away, Spider-Man not to get out there. And it was an alright episode, you know. Again, in the 60 show Spider, it is weird that Spider-Man sounds like a grown man, even though he's a teenager. But again, for what it is, I like it for what it is. Fine, and Spider-Man webbing guys, and you don't have a lot of action. This definitely, the 90s animated definitely is better than the action. I think that holds up a little well more than the 60s cartoon, in my opinion. But again, it was the 60s. But this is before Marvel became a big deal, especially for Spider-Man. But anyway, so guys, that is my review of Daredevil versus Spider-Man. Remember, he's only in 2 episodes. Maybe I'll find another thumbnail. But anyway, Daredevil versus Spider-Man, this was definitely awesome to watch. Hopefully, I'm gonna plan 2 more videos today, so hopefully the damn thing won't shut off again. I don't know what happened there. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. My ratings for Daredevil versus Spider-Man, I'm gonna give this 5 out of 5 stars. I loved every episode, especially framed in The Man Without Fear. Loved it. Loved Daredevil as a character. Full team inspired Daredevil. Is definitely one of my favorite Marvel characters. Awesome character. I don't really care to see the Netflix show. I'd rather have a Daredevil movie. That's just me. I want him in a movie. Again, at least we have the Daredevil director's cut, which is awesome. And I do like the theatrical version too. But that's just me. But I do think Daredevil deserves, in my opinion, this character deserves another movie. I've always preferred his red costume. Never so much seen him in the yellow. I like red for Daredevil. The costume is good. Voice acting is great. The animation holds up. It's really good. Really, and the Ultimate Slayer and Tombstone those are great episodes too. So this is definitely nostalgia for me. Yeah, but this is what got me into Spider-Man before I saw the 2002 movie. So thanks for watching, guys. Let me tell me in the comments section, what do you think of the 90s animated series? Definitely subscribe to my channel. I'll add a part 2 to this. Sorry. Sometimes technology that messes up. Sorry. I can't control it. But thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. And this was Daredevil vs. Spider-Man 2 review. I'll put part 1 in that one. So again, remember subscribe to my channel, this new channel. Uh, I'll leave links to the video below. Yeah, well, on Facebook and all that stuff. I always leave links and share. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share my videos. I do appreciate the share and the support. You know, thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and tell me what you think of Daredevil vs. Spider-Man. Again, my rating for it, I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. My rating for this is 5 out of 5 stars. And continuing with the 2000, like I said, I'm a 2002. So the next 2002 review, one more review, by the way. Okay, hopefully we're still on. Now, this might confuse some of y'all, but about 10 years ago, I did review this movie because it's back in 2014 or 9, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. I will be doing a revisit review today, hopefully, for Spider-Man 2002. So, I'll show you on the Blu-ray. Green Goblin himself. So, definitely stay tuned for a revisit review today. Spider-Man 2002. By Tobey Maguire, William Defoe, Kristen Dunst, Rosemary Harris, James Franco, and Cliff Robertson, and directed by Sam Raimi. So definitely stay tuned for Spider-Man 2002 revisit review. So thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye. Bye.